Hello guys, Rad Performance here. So we have our Camaro that we had just recently painted. If you notice, this side is actually pretty decent, but of course you have orange peel and some shrinkage, just normal chemistry that you're going to have on your DIY paint job. And any shop, no matter what you do, the proper way is always wet sanding down to get your desired finish, so you'll be like the hood we showed you guys previously in videos. You wet sand it down, and that's how you get that perfect black mirror finish. And that's most likely what you're going to want if you're painting, maybe not a Camaro, but if you're painting a GNX, like a Buick Grand National, or you're painting a Vet or something, or maybe a first gen Camaro, you're definitely going to want it to be that black mirror, super flat, just like glass. So what he's doing here is he's going down, he's at 1500. We went to 12. In previous videos, you will see us have gone to 1000 grit. The 1000 grit is only if you have some real bad orange peel. This door was the worst candidate of the entire car. It had some really bad orange peel. The rest of the car, as you can see, it's not too bad. You have a pretty good reflection of myself in there. So you could have called it good enough, but since we had this door issue, definitely we're going to be wet sanding it, and then we will go wet sand the whole car. We also have the denim DA pad, which we're going to be showing you guys how to use as well. That comes at 2000 grit. If you have like a good lay down like we had on the butt of the car, not so much the door, and then the fender was also a problem area, then you could probably just get away with only doing the 2000 denim pad. But basically, we're doing it the right way. We're starting 1200. You don't really have to go to 1000, so I'd say 1200 was our happy medium point to start at. You could start at 15 to obviously abrade the surface, as long as the 15 is cutting through your orange peel and getting the surface nice and level. And basically, yeah. So he's doing his second pass right now. Of the 15, we did two passes at 1200, and we're going to do two passes at 15. And then we may do the denim, but since we already have done the by hand careful work, we may just go straight to the wool pad, which is the equivalent to a 3000 grit. And whenever we start using the rotary buffer with the wool pad, that's when we start getting some of our shine back, and that's really when you're going to see the fruits of your labor begin to pay off. So he's just going to continue wet sanding. Obviously, he's meticulous to get all the edges. He used a block on the door to make sure it was nice and flat. Obviously, the whole point behind this is getting it as flat as possible, as beautiful as possible, and as level as possible, because the orange peel really is that unevenness inside of the paint that you get out of the aerosol can. So the wet sand takes that all down, so that way everything is going to be perfectly level, so that way you get that perfect mirror. And a good indicator that you're doing something right is that you'll see it whenever we wet it down, but you can see his reflection coming pretty clear as he's wet sanding. But you'll see it whenever we put the water on it, it's going to look really flat, flatter than the rest of the car. And then obviously when we buff it, it should stay permanent with that high luster shine. Yeah, and as you see up top, now there's drying. This area right over there, you're going to see that's just perfect. There's not a single high spot. It's really mint. Some of those dots, those are going to be the low spots. Now you can go crazy and just keep sanding until you get all those out. However, with this car, personally, we're going to try to stay away from that, because the rule of thumb that we're going to tell you is the more you sand and the more you try to go down, the more imperfections that are deeper in the paint are going to come to the surface, and you're going to notice. But if you look at that, he knocked to a 15. You really see it's nice and flat. You have that nice, clear, crisp black mirror reflection, as compared to this, where you see that orange peel. I'm more of a grainy character inside of that. But if you look at this, nice black mirror finish. So we're going to take you guys with us on to the next step. Heavy cut McGuire's compound.
The other one is Pro. It's a medium cut. We'll start with this with the wool pad. From your local Harbor Freight or Amazon. And we're gonna start like around 15. It has that soft trigger.
We got a nice new DeWalt buffer. Very nice for first pass. The Norton Ice, yeah. Yeah, Norton Ice wool pad.
That pad is not strong. It's more mild.
Right, I could see that. Yeah, the Harbor Freight one wasn't giving us the results that we desired. So this is a Norton Ice pad. Definitely a higher quality set of buffing equipment.
It's good. We just gotta stick with it. And
Right.
I know the price of this stuff went up, but you're gonna kill yourself using the other stuff.
Yeah. No, this is definitely not the time to be stingy. You got to use the best.
We're not even done buffing.
Yeah. No, this pass added a lot of depth.
It was the pad. That other pad doesn't have the bite.
Mm-hmm.
That other pad there. Something's wrong with this towel. It's wet.
You want me to get you a new one?
No, we're gonna use the. Oh, you know what? Let me do the whole top half of the door. Then we're gonna come with the blue pad, and that'll kick it up a notch. See what I was saying about the wet sand? I wanted to go a little more.
Yeah.
On this, but that's okay.
It does look quite nice.
Let's get to
I'm
here.
very happy with this.
Let's get to this side, do the whole thing. We'll make sure it's good. We just want the steps that we know. 12, 15. I don't mind going to 2. It'll make it easier to unbuff.
Right.
Well, actually, the rest of the car we could start at 15 because there's not a lot of problem with it.
I think we could just even do denim too.
No, well, we're gonna make it like this. Let's go 15 2000. So let's just bring this to 2000, Defender 2, and then we'll all be at the same place. It'll take a lot of this stuff out because this has to be taken out with the compound. So it's either you're gonna buff it more or sand it, and sanding's easy. It's not like it's
true. And we have enough paint on the car.
less. It's free. This stuff is so expensive. This pad took it out. You see the difference between this pad and the other pad? Very true. Big difference.
Yeah, the Norton Ice pad has been one of our personal favorites. Maybe we'll try to link it in the description below. But yeah, Norton Ice, if you were buffing your car, definitely spend the extra. Get it. I believe you can get it from Eastwood's website and their brick and mortar store as well. We actually got this from their brick and mortar establishment in Pennsylvania. The whole Norton Ice buffing kit came with wool, blue, which is a medium polishing, and then white, which is their fine finishing polishing pad. And you can also get their Norton Ice compound.
This is one pass. It's just as good. This is just one easy pass. I was afraid to burn, and it took it right out compared
That
to the other one.
is what we are going for. That is perfect.
Now what we could do here is, I'm gonna show everybody. This will be wool because this was bad. We'll do denim only and match it. And if you're happy, then we could just denim the car. But I'm gonna tell you, if you get this to shine, you'll never get this unless you sand it. Because you can literally see here how flat and shiny it is.
Yeah, we may just do the 15 pass.
I would just go over it doesn't take anything. It takes all the crap out of the paint. It's just easy. You know, it's not a big deal, honestly. This is what I don't like here, but I have to get pointed out. Let's just go to the wool and see what kind of shine it has, and then we'll match it to the hood. Because then, honestly, I want to start from the front and work my way back. So we'll just do it that way, and we'll see when we run out of product.
So now we are jumping ahead a little bit. This is the finishing. We just stepped up to a pad number 2. Now this will take some of that, if you can see the little hairline scratches out.
Just make the finishing process that much better. And these are clean pads, so that's why I'm putting so much on.
Yeah, we always rinse these out, make sure that we clean the pads to prolong their life.
The paint doesn't feel soft at all, so I think it did cure the right way, so it's not too early either. So we actually gave it a week rather than 2 days, so it's really nice. Yeah, we let this car fully cure for a week, and definitely after a week you can see a lot of the shrinkage in the paint and just the paint fully curing and adhering to the metal, just the chemistry of it all. So it's really important to make sure, obviously, you let this stuff fully dry before you start diving into it, otherwise you may do yourself a disservice and cause more issues than you're going to be fixing. But a week's time, we really saw everything really come together, everything shrink, all the paint really get settled in all the nooks and crannies of the panels of this year's Z28 Camaro. Look at how that door locks in now. Look at it, right here. See it? Yeah, it's like perfect and flat. And those are the areas that always look like shit, because nobody takes the time to detail.
The door lock came out perfect, man. Look at it. That whole area looks mint.
It's scary good.
I'm gonna need a red.
Brand new?
Whatever, as long as it's clean. I don't want to. Oh, we got it right there.
Yeah.
This I don't know, man. Right here. I may do a wet sand on it.
I don't know. I would just walk away.
We could just walk away. We can go to the whole car and see what's left.
Yeah.
Because then
That's
we just chase our tail.
so minuscule of a defect.
So now technically, this is not finished either. Because there's another step and then a polishing wax step. So this is only too quick, and I'll tell you what, I think we're out of the woods with the orange peel problem. So that thing is, I would say, almost perfect.
As we say, when in doubt, wet sand it out.
We can see both sides.
Right. So he has the denim pad that is, yes, on the DA, so it's less aggressive than the rotary, the wall we just had. This is it. 2000 grit black denim. We're chasing some of the scratches that are still there that need to be taken out from the 1500 wet sand. Because whenever we go from 15 to the 3000 grit wool, it looks good, but you're missing a lot of those scratches you didn't take out in the previous steps of 2000. I gotta say, the denim, I think the denim is, yeah. No, you can see that line right there. The denim, I think, is quite a good addition to the body buffing lineup that we have here.
And there's no effort. There's no pressure.
Yeah, very light. Let the machine do the work. Yeah, with the heat and the sun, you'll see the product tends to act weird. there's a perfect temperature range for these things to be used in. And having a black car that's in direct sunlight doesn't always help us out.
See the directional one, Paulie?
Yeah,
It won't stick.
yeah, it won't get stuck.
It'll keep it going. That to me is what you need for the denim.
Yeah. Yeah, the DA does get a little bit stuck, but that's the whole point of the DA. So the next thing would be a directional driven DA system. Not as aggressive as the rotary, but it'll be a little bit more cutting power than just your standard DA buffer.
That's why you need, that's the Rupes or the Flex. That's that tool. The Harbor Freight makes the knockoff of it. Okay. So that thing did it. You could see it. It's apples and oranges. But as we always say, you chase perfection and you get bit in the ass.
Yeah.
Because you keep on going deeper to that level.
Yeah.
And you could literally see it. I don't know if it comes on camera. This is black. This is blackish. This has that haze. It took the haze right out. So that's the step. We have to DA it, and we have to get the directional one to make it easy. Look, feel how smooth that is with the towel. Feel how smooth it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, as we're saying, the more we buff it,
So this is where we stop.
I don't know what this stuff is, but what I would say is when we get the whole car, any place we have this, we would sand this. Because I would try to sand it out. I wouldn't leave it because it's, see, if you feel it, it's in the paint. You feel it. You feel the roughness.
Alrighty guys, so whenever you sand down with your wet sand, you're going to be doing, we did 12, 15, and then 2000. So this, you want it to be nice and dull like this. You want to try to alleviate the dots and the shiny spots, the low spots that still have paint that's going to be low and it's not going to come out. It's going to give you that orange peel look. If you want it to come out like this over here, where he's finishing it up, he's on the white pad. The white pad is the finest pad. That is pad number 3 out of the 3-step. That goes wool, blue for medium, and white for fine polishing. We want to do a finishing glaze. We only have the this guy, ultra finishing polish, but we want to go to like a mirror glaze, something a little bit more finishing, just to take this a little step above. In some spots it's a tad dull, but obviously overall this thing has that mirror finish. Alrighty guys, I know we just showed you that this was in the stage of 1500 wet sand, 2000 where it was all nice and dull. So now I just wanted to show you that after we ran it with the wool pad, this side really shined up. Obviously we made multiple passes. Each pass increases the definition of the black to get it to where you see it at now. Alrighty guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then guys, take care.